Hey everyone, and welcome to the club and welcome to another weekend art challenge. Today I have a three-way fusion between Bendy, Cuphead, and Freddy Fazbear. I'm going to get started at the top of my page with Bendy's eyes. So we're going to start with the lower eyelid first. So on the left side I can draw a curve from left to right, going up and then down. Now we're going to leave a gap in the center and do the same thing on the right side. So lining up the inside, we'll curve up and then down. Now I'm going to tuck the pupils underneath the lower eyelid. So it's basically a half oval with a notch taken out on the left side. So we're going to step in from the left side, we're going to curve up and out. We're going to draw a sideways V, coming up and then back out. Now we're going to complete the oval, going up to the top and then pulling that down on top of the lower eyelid. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. Starting on the inside, we'll curve up, do that sideways V. Now we're going to go all the way around to the top of the eye and then back down on top of the lower eyelid. Now we're going to fill these in black. Now in between the eyes in the middle here, I'm going to draw Freddy's nose. So we're going to start by leaving a little space underneath the eyelid. We're going to draw a curve going up and then down on the right side. Now I'm going to connect these 2 points with a curve for the lower part of the nose. Starting on the left, we'll curve down, and we'll pull that back up. We're going to fill that in black. Now I'm going to draw Freddy's muzzle around the nose. So we're going to start at the bottom of the nose in the center with a straight line. Now on the left side of the nose, we're going to curve out and then pull that back up towards the center line. So going out, we'll round out the muzzle and then pull that back up. Now we're going to do the same thing on the right side. Starting from the center, curve down and out, and then pull that up and in towards the side of the nose. Let's add a few little spots on the side. So there's 3 spots here. We're going to draw one on the top left, on the top right, and then directly down the middle. Do the same thing on the right. On the side of the muzzle, I'm going to curve out the cheeks. So starting on the left side, just on the side here, I'm going to curve out. Now I'm going to pull this back up towards the eye, to right about there. We're going to do the same thing on the right. Starting on the right side, we'll curve out, round it out, and then pull that in towards the eye. From the top of the cheeks, I'm going to curve around the eye towards the top. So on the left side, I'm just going to curve out, and then pull that in just directly above the left eye. Do the same thing on the right. Now I'm going to take these 2 points and draw an angled line towards the center. Starting on the left, draw a straight line coming down towards the middle. Now I'm going to pull this back up on the right side. Directly above these points, we're going to step up and draw 2 points. One on the left, and then one directly up on the right. Now we're going to take these points, curve out, and then down on top of the cheek. So let's start on the left, going out, and then pulling that back in. We'll do the same thing on the right, curving out, and then pulling that back in. In between these 2 points, we're going to do a half circle. Starting on the left, curve down. I'm going to pull this back up on the right side. Now let's move back down and draw in Bendy's mouth. So I'm going to start on the left side of the muzzle. We're going to curve down and then pull that back up on the right side. Now we're going to separate out the teeth. So in the middle here, I'm going to draw a straight line. Now I'm going to work my way towards the left. Stepping over, we'll draw 1 and then 2 lines. We'll do the same thing on the right. And I'm just going to complete the chin by just surrounding the inside edge of the mouth on the outside. So stepping out, curve down in the middle, and then back up on the right. Now let's move back to the top and draw in Freddy's ears. So just on the side here on the left, I'm going to leave a little bit of space. So we step up, curve down, and then out towards the left. We're going to do the same thing on the right. So we're going to line up the top, curve down, and then out towards the right. Now I want to connect these 2 points with a half circle. And I just want to trim out the inside, just following the outside curve and the inside. Stepping in, draw a curve along the bottom, and then along the top. Now I'm going to connect the ears to the head with 2 lines in an angle. Starting right here on the left, draw 1 line, stepping up, and drawing a 2nd line. Do the same thing on the right. Now I just want to add a little element of Cuphead. So we're going to add the straw on the top here, just angled out towards the left. So we start in the middle of the head, we're going to curve out, and then up. Now I'm going to do another curve coming down and over towards the left. We're going to round out the end of the straw with a curve. Now I'm going to pull that back in, just following that same curve. We're going to go about halfway to right about there. Now I'm going to connect this point with the outside corner with a curve, going up and over towards the right. Now from this bottom corner, I'm just going to draw a straight line in behind the head. Let's add a few stripes in the straw. So from this edge, we're going to step in and draw that same curve. We're going to step in again, draw it one more time. Now we want to add some stripes along the bottom here. So right beside this point, we're going to curve over. We'll step down and draw that twice. Now we're going to leave a little bit of space and draw one more, curving across. So now that we've drawn in the head, let's work our way down the body. I'm going to start with a bow tie just underneath the chin. So right down here, we're going to add a half circle. On the bottom left side, I'm going to curve down and out. We'll do the same thing on the right. I'm going to curve these out and then back up underneath the chin. Now we're going to add a little wrinkle on the bow tie. So on the side of this half circle, we're just going to curve out toward the left and then the right. Let's draw on the sides of the body. So on the top corner of the bow tie, I'm going to curve out and then down towards the left, towards the hip. And we'll do the same thing on the right side to the same height. Now I just want to overlap these points with the top edge of the shorts. So we're going to step over, curve up in the middle, and then down and out on the right side. Now I want to connect these 2 points with a half circle, but I'm going to leave a little space on the sides for the legs. So starting on the left, I'm just going to curve down and then in. Do the same thing on the right side. Now I'm going to leave that gap here and just complete the circle in the middle here. So from left to right, let's draw a curve. From these points in the lower torso, I'm going to step in and draw 2 angled lines going out for the inner part of the shorts. Now we're going to round out the bottom edge of the shorts. From the inside on the left, we're going to curve down and then up along the left, then down and then up on the right. Now from these points, I want to draw 2 straight angled lines in behind the shorts. So we want to leave a little overlap, going up and in. I'm going to tuck Freddy's legs underneath the shorts. So it's 2 half circles. We're going to step in from the left corner of the short and draw that half circle, coming down and then back up, leaving a little overlap on the inside. We'll do the same thing on the right. So stepping in, curve down to the bottom, and then back up. Now along the bottom of the leg, I'm going to draw a curve from left to right, going up and then down. Now let's draw on the lower part of the leg. From this point right here, we're going to curve out and then down towards the left. Now on the inside of the leg, we're going to curve in the opposite direction, making the leg wider along the ankle. Let's connect those 2 points with a curve. Now we're going to do the same thing on the right. From the inside, we're going to curve in and then down. And then on the outside, we'll go out in the opposite direction. And then connect those 2 points with a curve. Now let's draw on Cuphead shoes. So I'm going to draw a curve going around the corner of the leg. So from this point here, we're going to step up, curve around, and then in. We're going to go in the opposite direction on the inside. So from this corner, we're going to step up, curve in, and then back out. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now from this inside curve, at this point, we're going to step in, curve down, and in towards the heel. And we'll do the same thing on the right side. I'm going to round out the bottom of the foot. So from the heel to the toe, we're going to curve down, and then back up. Do the same thing on the right side. Now from the toe, we're going to curve up the top of the foot and then down. We just want to touch the inside curve of the ankle. Starting on the left, we're going to go up, go into that line, and then just pull that down. Do the same thing on the right. Going up, in towards that line, and then down. Now I'm going to take this curve along the bottom of the foot and just duplicate it above, just to thicken up the sole. Now let's move back up and draw in Freddy's arms. So we're going to start on the side of the body here with a curve going up and then out towards the left. We're going to line up the right side, curve up and out towards the right. This is just for the edge of the shoulder. Now from here we're going to curve in behind the jaw. Now let's draw in the upper arm. From this corner in the shoulder, I'm going to curve out and then just pull that down. Do the same thing on the right. From the corner of the shoulder, we're going to go out and then pull that down. Now on the inside, we're going to curve in the opposite direction. So curving down and then out. Let's connect these 2 points with a curve. Now we're going to move down and draw in the forearms. So from that point in the elbow, curve out and then down. And we're going to do the same thing on the right, curving out and then down. Now on the inside, we're going to go in the opposite direction, curving in and then back out. And we'll close off the end of the wrist with a curve. From the outside, we'll curve down and then across. Now we're going to give this character Bendy's hands. From the outside corner of the forearm, we're going to step up, curve around the wrist, and then in. Now on the inside, we're going to go in the opposite direction. So we're going to step up, curving around. Let's do the same thing on the right. From the inside corner, we'll step up, round it out, and then on the outside, we'll step up, and then round in the opposite direction. Now back on the left side, from this point, we're going to step in, we're going to round out the thumb with a half circle. At the end of the thumb, we're going to draw a little bracket, and then at the bottom of the thumb, we're going to go around the bracket and go up for the first finger. Now we're going to stack the fingers outwards. We're going to step down, curve out, and then back up, step down again. Now we're going to pull this up underneath this curve. So there's a little bit of an overlap. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Starting at the bottom of this curve, go in, and then back out with a half circle. We'll draw a little bracket. At the bottom of the thumb, we're going to go around the bracket and go up. We'll step down, draw another curve for the second finger, and then the third finger is going to go all the way up underneath the cuff. I'm going to draw 2 small ovals in the back of the hand. On the outside, we'll draw 1 oval, and we'll fill that in black. Now we're going to move over and draw that same sized oval, and then we'll fill that in black. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Starting on the outside with an oval, we'll fill that in black. We're going to step in and draw that same oval and fill that in black. And there we have it. There's our fusion between Bendy, Cuphead, and Freddy Fazbear. I hope you enjoyed today's art challenge, and make sure you subscribe and send me your challenge ideas in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.